Oh, no, who type of fans start the podcast, Bana? Who type of fans start the podcast? But type of fans start the podcast.
First and foremost, fair Antigua and Babu, we salute you. Second, before we start this podcast, I must say, R.I.P. to Victor Babu Samuel.
Facts.
An icon. Legend. Senior, yeah.
Victor
Can't forget
Babu
that.
Samuel Senior.
An icon, a legend. Here in Antigua and Barbuda, as it pertains to steel band music and culture. So I should say a cultural icon. We lost a great one. Shout out to Victor Jr.
Babu.
But yeah, Babu, aka Babu, but R.I.P. to Victor Babu Senior, the great pan legend.
I was saying every day.
Yes. No, well, me a Hellgates fan, so I don't know about the Halcyon part, but still.
Well, me Halcyon fan.
I can get to the steel pan wars.
If you want.
Me don't win, no, because me a more crown than you know.
Okay.
So that's it, no, outside, no, you know what I must say, no. I know, I sound like a Manchester United fan, no. So you can go and say what you want to say. But no, we have paid our respects. Let's start getting into the choppiness now, boss. Start here with this girl have to say. Let's see.
Trinidad and Jamaica. Trinidad and Jamaica. Jamaica, yes. First of all, we didn't even know Antigua had a carnival until yesterday. Real quick, guys. This is extremely off topic, but I cannot not address it. So right now I'm getting tons of DMs about people in Antigua being upset about the comment that I made the other day about me not knowing about their carnival until just the other day. I mean, me being me, I'm not going to apologize for that, because if I didn't know about your carnival until just last week, then I didn't know about your carnival until just last week. Like, what do you want me to say to that? So, honestly, this is just me coming on here to say, one, if you looked at the snap, people have selective hearing and just like selective seeing, because you hear what you want to hear and you read what you want to read. On that snap, it clearly said no offense, okay? And it was a comment that had no harm was intended. So I'm not gonna apologize for that. Like, I'm just not. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and me being me, it's just like, I'm very frank, and that was me in my. And not to mention, I was talking to someone from Antigua. That's the crazy part. That person that I was having the conversation with, the person in front of me, was Antiguan, in which was not even offended. So I'm not going to sit here and be fazed by people feeling a way about me not knowing about their carnival. Are you crazy? That just sounds crazy. But it's not like I sat here and dragged y'all. I didn't sit here and say, oh, Antigua's carnival was shit, because one, I've never been, because I never knew about it. Do you see how that works? Anyway, girl, listen, have a productive day. I'm about to go eat some breakfast. Like I said, I'll be reposting some of my content. Actually, let me backtrack so I can be more specific about what I'm referring to. I'm sure every island has a carnival. I don't doubt Antigua has a carnival, but not every island has pretty masks. Not every island does costumes. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know and did costumes and pretty masks. I've never heard of designers designing for an Antiguan carnival. It was just something that, girl, bye. Anyway, all right, that's all.
Yeah, I hear the first time. Come on, screen. Fellas, react. Thoughts? Bashi. You don't know right now, you're the crowd favorite now, so.
Jared.
J. Tobin, oh God. Start the things then. You want me start?
I mean, you can start. I mean,
I was late
you
to the
probably
party with this one, so yeah.
Yeah, I was a little late too. I mean, but my initial thoughts. You see, at times I think that, you know, the whole small island, big island, strained relationship.
First and foremost, she from Barbados.
Yeah.
So
She's from where?
Barbados.
Barbados.
Okay.
So I mean, no he talk about small island and big island because that's
No,
what
but-
said Antigua Barbados is the same size. Barbados is a little bit more square miles than ours.
No, them big now, man.
Probably a little bit, 100 and more.
Yeah, but I mean, even size and population, if you're gonna factor in all that, you know,
Okay, fair enough.
size will increase. But
Okay, fair enough.
I doubt that they
And this
consider
just
themselves
how this
small.
be clear. That's how this be clear. There's no offense, right? To know. Just how
No,
to post
just
that.
talk.
All right, cool.
No offense to whom? Asians and all
Yeah,
that.
because that's my third home right now. So
No, I mean, come on. I love my experience in Barbados.
complete.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
But
God blind man.
like I said, I
How was the
doubt.
bridging from over
I
there?
strongly doubt that they consider themselves small island. I haven't really gotten that impression. But I think that in her, whatever it was that she said, and in her doubling down, as far as I'm concerned, I think it was a bit condescending, personally.
Okay.
And I also think that she knew what she was doing.
That's your take?
I think it was kind of, I mean, just like you say, if you saw the snap, it said no offense. Like, really? Like when somebody say, not for cut you, not for interrupt you, what then proceed to do? Not interrupt you?
True.
I mean, some of the most disrespectful things have been said immediately following, hey, no disrespect, right? So,
Or when it is said afterwards. Like they say what they want to say, and then they say, no offense.
no offense, you know what I mean? So that has no bearing to me, personally.
Well, to be honest, no offense, right? Listen, one, it can be looked at two ways. It can be looked at as viewed as your way, and you don't know how I want to hear what Bash have to say, right? But to be honest, right? And this is not me defending the young lady. At first, it seemed like banter. So, I just like if. So, where you come across as the big country mentality or big island mentality, it came across just a tad bit that way, but in all fun, right? Because she's trying to say, you're going like you didn't even know Antigua, Carnival, massacre that. So, in my opinion, I felt like she was just being funny. You understand? Humorous.
Yeah, I mean, I can agree with that.
Okay, then. Where it went left, if she keeps her mouth shut.
If she left it that way,
If she
was
just
the
had
first
left
time.
it as is, then it wouldn't be a big thing. The fact that you double down on it, that mean what I mean for say. Then it's so serious then. So, when people go up across and say, inside every joke, there's meaning, some sort of level of meaning.
Some truth, yeah.
Some truth to them. So, even if it ain't a joke, and she may have some truth to them, when people start kick up, she just left them. Because me say something on this podcast and people message me and say, boy, Melo, you're joking, but I take it a little bit serious now. Me no respond to them. Me just say, hey, that's upon you. That's for your interpretation. Because I know one certain set of people get interpret them as what I intended to be, a joke.
Yeah.
So you thought she was joking when she said it?
Initially, when I saw just like how I watched the clip on them, I saw it
So
that
the
way.
first time you saw it, you thought that she was joking.
No, the first thing I saw was the second one that we played, where they say, whatever she may say, the longer rant, right?
Oh, I didn't see the first.
So I went back to see the first shot. I'm gonna see the first shot. I was like, so what people in uproar for?
Because
Some
when
will
you
go-
saw the first shot, when you saw the first shot,
Yeah,
like
the
what
discussion
what
with
she
the other
initially
girl.
said,
right?
you thought it wasn't. You thought it
Yeah,
was
I
like,
mean, it's gonna know it.
like joke.
Me have sense of humor. No.
No,
So
I'm
me
just
take and she
asking.
and the man talk and
I'm just
the man
asking.
try to tell she, yo, I can only assume. So I was assuming that the guy tried to say, oh, Antigua mask better than Fair Mask, man. Just like when I in the Cuba and I say, boy, who better than Bernie Flames? And somebody say, you know, even Antigua sing soca, boy. You better some yourself, see? You understand? Because say, yo, okay, right there and then you can say, okay, you're like a bit disrespectful, but a joke, a banter, right? But when she then had a heart for go up on, which is her social media, and double down, and then after the double down again. Yeah, you're taking piss, man. That's just my opinion.
But I mean, even though I feel that way about what she said, I still don't think that it justifies really everybody's uproar. Because I mean, yeah, it was I guess, a poor joke, so to speak.
It was a weak joke, but I can understand.
But I mean, a lot of times, us islands, we have that kind of banter back and forth, back and forth.
Always.
So I think that she said that somebody should just lick she back with something and then back and forth. But at the end of the day, rather than it.
Now forward.
Pass.
Outside. Negative.
Negative.
Yeah, that apart from the whining that she accustomed to do, yeah, that as far as it goes.
But I don't know about the young lady.
No, I mean just see she hasn't danced up. But listen, bro, I don't know if to say. Again, I didn't take it as serious at first. The double down and then you take a piss bath. You understand? But again, me still not see. Just like you say, justifiably so. Me not see as I don't see it as a reason for everybody forget.
People have it as a declaration of war or something like that. I don't see it like that.
Hey, to each his own, boss. Up to you how you want to take them and keep.
I mean, everybody. Some people, when it comes to Antigua, especially versus other country, and people.
Well, for me, burning flames against
people
the world,
defend.
so.
People will really, jump up and defend.
My initial question is, like when I saw it first, my first question is like, who is this young lady? Like, who's she? Like, no, seriously, like, who is she? Who is this person?
You saw like some of the comments I saw.
I listen to you, man.
No,
some of the comments I saw, like, why is her opinion?
No, seriously,
relevant?
I'm asking.
She ain't following on social media.
But who's she?
She consider just a social media influencer, no man. She considers herself on social media influencer. So that just wait me. She just.
But when I saw it first, I didn't see it as you guys saw it, like as a joke or banter. I saw it as her being disrespectful. Like straight up, I saw it as her being disrespectful. And I know, like the initial reaction would be to berate and drag her. Because honestly, the first thing person that came to my mind was, oh wait, I would just pick you again. Seriously, that was the first thing that that came to my mind. You check? Let me say, oh, she bass. But then I said, you're the kind of woosa.
Woosa, man center.
And probably I said, like, maybe we should use this as a teachable moment. Educate her, because as she clearly doesn't know anything about.
No, man.
About
that's a whole I saw it.
And
that's how I saw it as well.
Where was this? If you guys know, where
but
was
did
this?
you see?
I don't know.
But did you see the video first that that Crutches did when he was saying, he was kind of mocking her words or whatever, and he pointed to a picture and said, "You were in this picture here." Cause like it was an Antigua, cause I saw Antigua.
Because
like
CDE, that's a Colin event that he brings every year.
Okay.
So I think he did it twice, just before the pandemic or after the pandemic, something like that. He brought her several, I think twice. I won't say several times. I think twice, a few times.
So then she know.
That's why I said,
but
bro, she have Caribbean roots, bro.
Yeah, she have to
Okay
know.
then. That's the thing.
have to
Under
know.
the post,
And if she's talking to the guy,
She doesn't live here?
She
doesn't live in the Caribbean, I mean, sorry.
No, you States.
no, she sound kind of twangy.
Yeah.
So maybe.
But what happened, right? If you look under the comments, right, everybody keep posting pictures of her taking with not only singers, not only performers, not only persons that's in the industry, like people that affiliated with Mass Camp, like Insane and Miss. She actually took pictures with people in the costumes, right?
But that goes to reinforce the point that she was being disrespectful.
But again, and that's what bothered me the most, right? Because we didn't get to see.
But as I was saying, I think that since she doesn't know anything about us, I mean, and I don't know, as I asked, I don't know if that clip was taken here, like locally in a feta or something, because she said the guy that she was speaking to was Antigua.
Yeah, so that's why I wanted to see the full conversation, because still, even though people got in the uproar, even though I make a few comments, I would still want to see the whole conversation. And I feel like if we had seen the whole conversation, then I don't think people would get so upset. You understand? But I think people will see one clip in just to give her the benefit of the doubt. People will see a clip,
But
and
also,
everybody just like,
Well, once good, yeah, just over.
No, but also, if let's say, for instance, I know somebody from another island,
Yeah.
and whereas both of us may have our little back and forth banter, you understand, and me and the person good in a sense that they're not gonna take it outside of what it is, right? That doesn't necessarily mean that everybody else is gonna react the same way, because maybe that conversation with her and the guy or the other friend or whatever, if it just happened between them alone, yeah, you would be on job, and then another job come back, and that's just how they interact. But no, that is made for the
Public.
consumption of everybody.
Yeah.
Now everybody have to internalize it for themselves, and then this is how we had
And
the whole fiasco.
that's the exact point I was just about to make, because even though you say we didn't have the benefit of seeing the entire clip, just that short snippet alone, even if there was a longer if there was longer footage, that still wouldn't justify the fact that she made that statement, because like human beings naturally, it doesn't matter if you're Antiguan, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Bayesian, wherever, we naturally have this instinct, like whenever we hear anybody being disrespectful or talking down about where we're from,
Yeah,
we naturally just take it personal.
tell you.
Most people, maybe not you, because you say you got a sense of humor or whatever, but most people naturally, like me, you guys said when you saw it first, you were like, but me, fan time, me said that and be like, who this girl, yeah? You understand? Because to me, she was speaking down on us.
And then the
Hear what
guy,
she say? She ain't even an Antigua Carnival.
But Bash, again, to me, just seemed like the person that joke. The disrespect come is when she doubled down.
To you.
No, the disrespect
you.
come. No, but Bashi, again, even if, again, a lot of times people say things joke, like somebody say, oh, you get fat, man. They literally tell you, you're big like and shit, but they might do joking,
yes,
right?
Melo.
No, so saying that to say wishy, even though she say him and she a bit disrespectful, it come across as just sound like a joke. If she keeps her mouth shut, just shut up. You don't make the statement, you don't do what you do, but you want to be big, bad, and brave, like a.
especially
yes, but when it,
Do what me want
yeah,
from
but
you.
it goes right back to the point that Jaytoven just made.
Yeah.
If it was between her and him, right, and nobody has ever had the opportunity to see it,
Yeah.
your point is
Yeah.
justified. But know that it came out and it has been exposed to basically the
Yeah.
entire world, right?
not only that, and
It
you
is
see that
serious.
people
You understand what I'm
offended
saying?
too.
Because if it was banter between the girl and the guy, all right, fine, it's cool. You understand? As you say, we usually make jokes and say, yeah, man, what this, boy, better than you over here, boy. You understand?
Yeah.
But it's between two people. But when he comes out now, people gonna react differently.
And then, for make it even worse, they take advantage of the hype. Because this something go viral now. People from BIM message me and say, yo, Melo, what go on the boss? What go on with this now? And
Yeah,
people
but
people from Trinidad, my have a friend from all the way Belize, message me and say, hey, what's up with this Royal G situation?
But that's what I just said.
and I take no advantage of that.
But
situation.
how could we have?
Of course, if I was a minister of
You
culture,
crazy
or
the
whatever,
first, as soon as he dropped me, do so what? Take that, some Antigua Carnival Summer 20. And
But-
then put the prettiest mask, prettiest costume, that picture that on internet that me pull off Antigua Carnival this year. Like one guy had one picture that he sponsored that actually promote on social media. With a girl in an insane costume. You want to see that picture there? Me they call insane and say, hey, I need a picture there. Boom. Antigua pretty mad. What you mean if Antigua pretty mad? Antigua Carnival 2023. Something bad.
But I would take it even further. I would reach
Okay.
out to her personally
And invite you to
and
come and
invite her and give her a full package,
for next year for come and
so
see
she
and-
can see that Antigua has pretty mass. What she say? What she say?
Christ,
Pretty
boy.
mass.
I didn't know we
mass.
have pretty. I didn't.
Pretty mass.
I didn't know.
Me
So
even,
she will see
Antigua have
pretty
pretty
mass.
mass.
Jared just tell me on term. Cause me didn't even know on term.
Yeah, I googled it.
So that's what I'm
Pretty
saying.
mass.
That's what I said earlier. Now we could have taken it as a teachable moment,
Nothing
because
mass.
the natural instinct is to berate her, yes, but then you know what I mean. We could have taken this as, I mean, she doesn't know. She
What the
doesn't know.
definition? What the definition of pretty mass, big boy?
Boy, I'm gonna show you.
The boss, yeah, Bashi say yes. The first step is to
The first instinct. Yeah.
Pretty Mass is imbued with a masquerade style named Bikini and Bees, which is mostly practiced by women and young participants. It is the most commercial form of masquerade in the country and is the model for diaspora carnivals around the world.
no. Just for me ignorant. Google what imbued mean to.
Congrats.
Yeah, joke.
Yo, and I
Just
step on this
cool.
royalty thing. Why? What's your name? Royal G.
Yeah, no matter.
Too long. I mean, it was just. It happens. It happens.
Yeah. All I'm saying is, yeah, she makes your statement. Yeah, Antiguans are in the uproar. Yeah, I feel some type of way.
Antigans are right too. Antigua people right for Koshi.
Yeah,
Koshi.
of course, definitely. I'm saying even
Koshi,
if you when you do something, no, even if you meant it as a joke, so to speak, or whatever.
I want the easy boy.
At the point in time that you see that you have visibly upset individuals and offended people, then to me, I mean,
Just
one
apologize.
thing, either apologize,
I mean,
shut
and
your mouth.
she was
No,
very
double
arrogant
down.
about it. She was very arrogant about it. Came out, if she didn't know, she just didn't know. And me personally, I'm me be who I am. I'm not apologizing. Like, what did I get there?
And that's where the problem occur.
I know, you know.
Ah, she
That
mean
thing
you have to do
about
this.
me, you know.
She may have to do it just humble, just cool. Once she me just cool, everything would be solid, my G. Just hush him out. Sometimes, a wise man once said nothing at all of us. Just hush him out. Just hush. But anyways, Royal G again, enough from me, boss.
Yeah, outside. Moving right along.
Check. All right, so fellas, Carnival recap. First and foremost, I'm gonna start with the fets. Rise, DJ Giant, big up your damn self. I think me need to say much about that. Rise, me be one. You know that the young boys and girls that say a movie. Giant, I tell you, Rise, man. I know what happened. He meet me not because we had some initial meetings before, right? And he tell me, boy, I made sure on the chat, you know. I say, wait, you never come on Rise, man. I say, Todd. I say, all right, humble yourself. You can see how we turn up later. Open John, hey, turn up, boy. Antigans. If I even I give me that Lions vibes, and I give, the man give me the real back in the day Lions vibes with a twist, bro. Amen.
Nice.
No, I'm a solid man, sort out man. Giant, big up yourself, man. I like
Me
you.
on
Rise,
20,000 per minute. I mean,
About
I don't know if that's an exaggeration, but
about 50. 1,000 people in the
so we about 22. And I saw a clip, right? I saw a clip from like the stage view. They tell people like a sand boy.
bro.
So
Parking
more,
lot packed.
some more people than LOL.
Maybe about, if not about the same amount.
Can normally not touch LOL except Soca Monarch.
No, my lie.
In terms of
No,
the-
LOL me have more people. Just have a
fine?
share now, yeah.
Okay.
$40 for the ticket, bro.
No, just
Cool
asking. I
effect.
don't know.
Yeah,
I don't
man.
know.
LOL me have more people, man. Join me be more all inclusive. And join me they cater for a certain number.
I don't think. Naturally, I don't think 20,000 people will rise, but I
No.
just- the number
About maybe
was
like
just-
about 5.
Sir, I'm believe more than feel more than that.
But man, I forgot about the ticket that he print.
True.
I don't know
five
how
will
much
look like
ticket-
a lot now.
I don't know how much ticket he print,
True.
so I can't say. Now, you know how to
But they say farmers only had like 5. So how in like what the numbers look?
But you see, with farmers only 5, I go and come.
Okay,
With riser
come and stay.
and tap. Bro, let me
Come
show you
and
how much
stay.
so much people in there, right? When LSA start, right? Say that LSA they the front of the gate. People done all the way down by the other stand, by the other end. That's how much people behind LSA, bro. It mean crazy. Man, not like you. So
Okay.
you catch a good crowd. Right on a much for say. If you miss out, you miss out. If you miss out, you actually miss out.
And I missed out.
No, you miss out. But
Yeah.
well, then again,
I've never
I find a
been.
different, But either be vibes, man. Trust me. Either be vibes. Trust me. But Rise, big up yourself. Breakfast fete now. Breakfast fete. Maybe breakfast fete. The only difference is it start just a little bit late this year.
What time you usually start?
3 o'clock. Well after Soca Monarch, right after Soca Monarch, normally. As soon as Soca
Remember,
Monarch.
Soca Monarch was delayed this year, so to speak.
Yeah, so you would have started.
Yeah.
But what happened is, let me have unreal, not just the people arriving to the event, but let me have late start.
True. Okay.
Wait,
And son me
where they have breakfast fed?
splash.
Splash.
Splash. Okay.
But despite the late start, it had a good turnout. I don't know me nyam until the
Turnout
boss.
usually good though.
Yes, always. So that's what I'm saying. Even though it started late and people started coming late and so on, it still had a good turnout.
What was the price for breakfast fete?
Got keeping that moving right along. But it may work. Me think it worth it.
So what was the price?
Keep it moving right along.
What the price you talking?
And a 4-ish.
$4. Okay. I'm just ask.
In the
I'm not
vicinity,
going to say anything. I just wanted to know what the price was.
You can say what you want to say, but
Yeah,
me
but
say
me not know if I say.
$4.
That's
But
the
no,
money
no.
price.
In the
Yeah,
vicinity
yeah.
of that price.
That's
Yeah,
the money
but-
price, and they know why they charge that price.
No, I mean worth it. Me think
Exactly.
it worth it,
So
bro.
it's not
But drink-
for me to say like to why.
You don't know me now, I'm a big drinker, so me drink coconut water till. Right now, for me bladder clean like an. I drink coconut water and yam Rastaman bread and peas ball and. Boy,
I think
food,
they have built up a level of brand equity as well over the
Facts.
years
Might.
that they can call
Yeah,
them
no,
numbers.
facts.
And
Yeah, man. And if you have the money to go, and if you decide that hey, maybe some people already planned for this, like from the previous year. You understand? So they know.
And me have a good lineup too. Shout out to the Island Prince. Think that to the future Antigua Soca music. Did a very good job. I'm not gonna lie you.
You sure that's the future? Because I heard
Yeah, he and GE even, so it's in
okay,
there.
because I know I heard a particular young lady.
Come on, man, you can't be one future. I'm just saying
Say that.
from a junior perspective, he the future. He, GE, Soca Villain, Empress. I personally think the future Antigua Soca in a good hands because them not go down the down south road and then now go up the DA road. They must stay true to the rhythm box and the authenticity of who are as Antiguan. So I have to give them props, and they did very well at the
So you're a
Breakfast with
bonfire
the-
an Antiguan artist that branch out and
You're an artist, bro. You're an artist. You can do whatever you want to do. Me a consumer. Me can listen to whatever I want to listen to, and me can critique.
so
whatever I
the
want
question
critique.
is, if you have an issue with Antiguan artists that pursue
don't-
or
I'm not
try
gonna say-
to mix other forms of music or other,
I'm not gonna say I have a.
islands
I'm not gonna
music.
say I have an issue with it. I'm just saying them are artists, so they're free to express themselves however they choose to. I am a consumer, and me free for consume whatever more I consume. If they go down a route where they choose to jump on the booyah vibes, if it sound good, like a low rider, bend down and tie your shoes.
but, you know, because
I have to give you props.
somebody
That's
was
how they
showing
just
me
do.
another argument that they had on Facebook between Dominican people and Antigua people.
That's the dumbest argument you can ever talk.
Well, it seemed to be a big
When
thing.
they were saying Antigua people support you now, so it's time for the hopes.
No,
Something like
about music. They said that
About
our music no sound good and then kind of vibes and a booyah hour around the place and that kind of vibes.
Booyah.
Basically comparing.
My brother, Booyah, me they run Antigua, but Booyah always had an influence in Antigua. Antigua had a huge Dominican influence, bro. Antigua and Dominica won, as far as me concerned. So that's why I'm saying the argument doesn't make no sense. WCK Rock, fans time me ban WCK Rock Antigua. Triple K just come and
true.
take the mantle.
When the
Well,
flames
that's
rock the
true,
world,
but-
Exactly.
Francis Lee Barnes, so
But if Flames don't go down there, rock down there.
the world.
Creole Festival and mash up.
When the Flames played on the White House lawn, bro. That's all I have to say. So I
Well,
don't see what the comparison is.
Minnesota.
Well, listen, you.
Hold on.
I'm upset. I don't have it to pull it up.
Me no
but,
want.
I mean,
Hey. And I'm
a lot
waste
of
time.
people going back and forth.
And I even waste time on that. I'm saying to you is, we got the rush. Can never forget. You see the video. Creole Festival, mash up. Barricade, everything move. WCK come here and turn lions upside it down. What are you saying? The tour have influenced you won, bro. So me not even waste no time with the argument. People just look one way for nitpick. I waste too much time on Royal GR and I waste time on that one. The Royal GR can justify Royal G argument. I don't even justify that one.
T-shirt mask.
The man jump quick now. T-shirt mask as usual, lit on the road, make up a run left, right, and center. Bottom my leg up on street. Everything a string. You could have fat, slim, narrow, maga, outer shape, inner shape, under shape,
No
round shape, shapeless, shapeful,
How I feel
a
about that?
string.
How I feel about
Lego
that?
them cheeks.
How I feel about that?
You name it just a Lego the cheeks? Cheeks for Lego. You can tell. Wait, hold on. So are you trying to be misogynistic and tell the ladies how they should present themselves on the road? Look for me when me talk to your boss. How we have a conversation. Answer me.
So how you
Say,
wait?
hey.
How you chalk that up to misogyny?
Cause you ask me cancel it to the Lego cheeks, but you
I
tell the
ask
child
you how you
force the
feel about
I'ma
that.
tell you Lego the cheeks.
How do you
A
feel
fem-
about that, J. Toven?
A female is free to express how they want to express
How,
themselves.
that's
J. Toven-
Melo's point. Yes.
Right, you
J.
expect-
Toven, how do you feel about that?
I feel.
Hey, look.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like a female is free to express herself. I feel like females are free to express themselves. I think a lot of times, fortunately or unfortunately, some consequences do accompany.
Like,
Hey, if I want them, I can tell you about this boy, all right? If you give him an opportunity for go up on a political campaign as a representative, nobody in Antigua. As Stephen A. love to say, when he ready for prison for his soliloquy. I mean, no BS yet about consequences.
no, he's not talking BS.
I'm saying a
making his point.
female
he's
should
making
be
his point.
free to express herself however she feels.
I
I'm
just
not
want to know
trying
what
to
the
control
consequences
that.
are.
However, I know that sometimes consequences do accompany these choices.
Yes, and let's get into
No.
the consequences. Yeah, I'm sure the listeners.
I really need-
Okay,
I really
so
need
for
a woman for this
instance,
podcast,
for
boy.
instance, a female match, because we talking about carnival,
Yeah.
so let's stick with that t-shirt mask. So I think a lot, at least I saw a lot of t-shirts that may have started out as t-shirts,
Yeah.
and
Turn into-
well, they used the string parts for the t-shirts, and I guess they discarded of the extra material. Anyway, but like I said, sometimes, okay, so for instance, when you do all of that and you have all your body exposed to the elements and so, I think one consequence could be the possibility of sunburn and those type of things, because we have a very arid climate.
It's a sunburn. That's a sunburn. You want to take the bag of that
Hey,
one?
move back to fetch the mask.
That's a sunburn. You get Zibo.
Yeah, try time me up.
You get Zibo.
but isn't that a consequence if you're exposed and you have not properly, put on whatever we call SPC 40 or 30 or whatever sunblock.
But I think naturally people of our pigmentation, we don't really suffer from sunburn.
No, we do.
What a wicked man.
We do.
Okay.
We do. No, for real.
No,
So that is just one. We were just talking
about.
about consequences. I just threw that one out there
I
because
suppose it
that
was something.
kind of jumped out at me.
Sunburn.
Sunburn.
That's the consequence that jump.
Yo, what you think, boss? What you think, Bashi? Because you know I ain't nothing else for this guy, boss. I thought wicked man, boy. What you think?
Yeah,
You not no opinion.
either way, it doesn't really
Alright,
bother me.
see,
The only question that always baffles me. Well, not the question. The only thing I should say that usually baffles me, right, is that during this festive season, you will see ladies basically half naked, quarter naked. You understand? 1/8 naked
Tell you.
on the road, right?
Sunburn.
But then if you happen to pass by them
Yeah.
and they have on more than what you see them with on the road,
Yeah.
they're flying. Oh, you have a hide up on this. So, and they always tell me it's a difference. I don't understand the difference. Not probably because I'm not a female. So that's the only thing that usually baffles me with this thing.
Ladies, you have, according with me, you have the free will to express yourselves.
That's what I said.
If
they do.
that's what I want to do,
Yeah, I mean, they're way with them.
and leg of the cheeks, release the cheeks.
Do you have an issue if your girl does it?
That's a different conversation.
It is.
Okay, so that's what I'm asking.
That
You
may
know.
we plan.
That's what I'm asking, you know.
But can't believe you set me up so that.
No, but listen,
What
Jumpy, ask
a
a question.
wicked man.
Do you have it since they want to get
Alright,
a
no,
leg
I'm
of the
gonna be,
cheeks?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. You have to know who you date. If I have an issue with it, then I'm not gonna date somebody that I know that could potentially in the position for do that. You understand?
That's the question, no?
You know you say.
Yes, that's the question.
Ladies, you are free to do whatever you want.
Do you have a problem if your significant other, be it your girl, your fiance, your wife, decides that she wants to dress that way during whether T-shirt mass or Carnival Monday, Carnival Tuesday?
Honestly,
Do you want leg of the cheeks and everything else?
Yeah, what, if you're having trouble, because I can
no.
I can make the
no
scenario a
trouble.
little more.
Let me say this. Let me say
vivid.
this. If me with you can do what you want for me. Cause me day. If I'm not there, maga feel
So what's the difference with you being present and you being home?
Because me no want you can subject yourself to being disrespected on the road. A possibility.
Huh?
And if me day, nobody can violate you.
Okay, so question.
That makes sense.
So let's say
That makes sense.
it's
That
three
makes
of us.
Political correct answer.
Let's say it's three of us,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
And you know, you and your significant other out as well, and you know, she's dressed extremely provocative,
Okay.
leaving very little to the imagination.
Okay.
And so, how would you feel if you, let's say, caught on more than one occasion, either me or Bash check out the goods? Remember, you
Me
don't
more
say
question
you come.
our friendship than anything else.
Okay, that may be so.
You know, if I watch, I watch. But once me catch, I watch, and me get Bashi. What the fetch, Bashi?
Me personally, Bash personally, I would not feel comfortable watching like my bedroom. Yeah, like she me like.
So me don't know what you're talking
You know,
about.
No. And don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that is the intent.
No, but if you
What
get,
if I look
Bashi,
if I look up,
you
I'ma
just
see
happen to
Melo girl.
catch off guard.
But if I look, I'ma see shape. I'ma say, I'm a girl like this.
hey,
Then
if
I
you
look
ca-
off.
Yeah, if you
You
catch and
understand?
steer, if you
Yeah,
catch and steer,
look
you
off.
catch and steer.
Yeah.
But you know
But if
what
you-
I would say though.
But if you hold on.
Why would you put that us in that position, knowing that we're lying for the whole afternoon? So basically, wherever you different direction, man go know that they can't come within what 30 degrees
No,
of
but
that
hold
direction.
on. If I catch you, take and if I catch you, just I pass and just look off. That's different. But if I catch you a steer and then when you don't stay, do like something like this.
But
Then you violate.
no,
You
but
violate.
It doesn't have to be
are
that.
you though? Like, is that person violating though? What's the difference between if you allow her to go out in public to be viewed? It matters to you who views her.
That's not very good. That's not a very good question. Yo, partners, hold on, because I not mean this is one lecture, and me not give no.
That's a question. It's just
That
a
does
question.
you answer how you feel for
I'm not
answer,
in the
boss.
position. I've never been in the position. I'm
Yeah.
saying to you guys, if my girl decides that she want to go on the road and really go to cheeks, who am I to say no for look at the cheeks? No, if I feel uncomfortable, I'm going to say, Madam, I feel uncomfortable with you letting go the cheeks. If her response is, I feel my body, I'm gonna do what I want to do. Then check your scene.
And then she come back home to you and everything good.
You see the problem with that though.
Calypso competition.
The problem with that though is by, and I'm not saying what you should do or whatever, but by telling her, you know, you can do what you want to do, check your scene, whatever. If you want to go half, quarter, eighth, 16th naked, then go, cause me there at least. But then you have to also realize that you step out and put your body and your life on the line as well, because a lot of sickhead out there. And then now she end up in one kind of tight situation. with
You
one guy
overthink
that-
this, boss. As Bash said, the girl tell
No,
me,
I'm not
Hold
overthink
on.
it.
As
No,
Bash
I'm
said-
not overthink it, because if somebody disrespect your girl, you will turn them there beside she or behind she. What you gonna do as a man?
Make a stand up for my girl.
You have to.
Must. That is true. But as Bash said, the girl make a very good point. That does the time for like the cheeks. It's different. That does the time. It's socially, bro. You can't deny it. It's socially acceptable within that frame, within that space. Outside of that space, if you see a girl walk down the road in a wish bottom outside, random just so, you can look and she like, oh, what do this mad woman, your boss? But once a carnival time and a summertime and a t-shirt mask time and a mask time and a girl had a string.
It's more socially acceptable during just
Like when you go
just
beach.
like at the beach.
When you go beach and see all the cheeks on beach, you complain. But if she on the street, if she on the regular street and do I don't make up the social construct, bro. And that's what does exist.
But you have people, you have males who are comfortable with their females doing that, and you have males who just say, not from woman. You
There are
understand?
some men that
It
actually
just- that's
encourage
just-
it.
yeah, that's just some people like.
You can only talk for myself.
Yeah,
or how
some
I
people
would
like
order
to
my
show off
affairs.
their
That's all.
significant other. Some people actually like doing that. And say, babes, yo, just mad
Yeah,
them.
man, let go the
Just
body,
mad
man.
them, no, make them see what I go on, you know. You understand? So some people like that. Some
Yo,
people
listen.
are confident enough in
I have to
themselves.
take on some age thing too. Well, given how things are moving.
No,
right
age
now.
thing in this, man.
Not true.
No age
But
thing.
I've been in situations where, not currently, but I've been in situations in the past where it never even be carnival. It just be social media. I'm just like, yo, go easy, man. You understand? How you do feel if me for just go on? You understand that? Sure, I have the print
But
and then
you raise an interesting point just now, because whereas we're talking about carnival and people waiting that one time a year for really let go of what the inhibitions and let go the cheeks, as you put it.
Yeah.
As you say now, with social media and even carnival,
But
the
not even
woman they
social,
just Lego cheeks
and
24/7.
not even social media alone. You have females out there who naturally just dress that way.
guys. I don't want to make us see like a female bashing podcast.
No, we're not bashing females. We're saying that you have females out there who dress like that every day. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. That's just how they are.
And some men like it.
Exactly. Me, I like it. You know what I mean? Some men like it.
The hypocrisy.
So you don't love to see the girl and like a ting and twang.
I have no idea what you're talking about, my brother.
Okay. I have all the idea. I mean,
it's a great time for drink some water. Excellent opportunity.
Me love see them. Ladies, you all just keep doing what you're doing. You understand? Keep as the great Claudette Peter says, if you got the flaunt it, see.
So hypocrite, but look while he spent 15 minutes of bash me now.
No, I was asking questions, sir. I was asking
questions.
questions.
Ask back the question.
I'm not do that.
Ask if you remember free girl flaunted.
No, remember he a bad man, no, so.
No, me no bad. Don't say that.
No,
I just like the ladies, you know. Fear for yourself, man.
No, but I don't have a problem with it as well too. Within that social construct. No, again, you must see a girl just every day walk up on the market street with that out. Then I'm gonna say, yo, mom, come better than that. But if I want time,
suppose that's how she naturally is.
Again, I say come better than that.
But she just love skimpy clothes.
It's not socially acceptable. No, skimpy
It's
clothes.
socially acceptable.
Skimpy clothes are one thing. For how your G-string or walk up market street, everything. And that's what I'm talking about. That's what we're talking about. If you want to let go the cheeks within that time frame where it's carnival, where it's socially acceptable, then so be it. Outside of that time frame, then you understand. I don't make the rules. I just the way it be.
Man, oh boy.
But right after T-shirt mask, they had one or two other threats. I can only speak about what we, really follow. But as it pertains to that, the next thing was Calypso competition. No, this year they split them up into two sections. So they had the social commentary and then the bacchanal section. So as it pertains to the social commentary, I must say, right. Hey, yo,
sorry,
for the social commentary. For the social commentary, right? Zachary won that. With G Eve coming second runner up, our first runner up, if you want to put it that way, and Petron coming third. I have no idea what the songs are. For the bacchanal section, which is more like soca calypso type of vibes, you don't know the Winter Man.
Yo, nobody said that.
Okay, just make sure.
Nobody said that.
Let me wait for you to read all the stuff.
So you don't know Winterman take that crown with Sammy C taking second place and Queen Taylor taking third. Right. Shout out to them. Third or second runner, however you wanna, put it. You know me and Taylor fan as well too, so shout out to her as well too. I think one is Antigua's most talented artist as it pertains to the art form when it comes to Calypso.
Yeah.
Right. And she can perform and everything. I didn't see the competition personally, so I can't comment too much. So I wouldn't even, talk too long on that, to be honest. As it pertains to the Soca Monarch now, where there was a tad bit, well, in the groovy section, we had already predicted, well, not predicted, but we had already discussed this in previous podcasts, where I don't tell them, yo, you can never count out the diva. You mean, what your boss feel? You don't know that Jared when they say, yo, yeah, I want somebody can never count out. On the night of the show, I don't think it was any much clearer than that for CP Boss, in my opinion. She sings Stressless. Second runner-up, T and Winter, baddest. A menace with
first runner-up.
Well, first runner-up, yeah. T and Winter, baddest, and then second runner-up,
Menace with
Brave. I saw the performances. Again, Claudette by far like the diva, the show she, and that's her 10th crown, right? The diva by far, she go out there and can flex on them, bro. She flex, bro. Vocally,
Muscle,
stage presence,
clarity,
diction. Yo, it's just yo. To be honest, Claudia they can get a masterclass in performance. If you want to know how to perform, you don't need no better than that.
Beethoven, comment.
No, I agree. I did not see her performance live, to be honest. Got there
just a little bit after. I think we got there you got there just before.
After, because I think I was outside when Tian was up there, so I saw Brave.
Menace performance been good too. I like the tributes that he paid.
Yeah.
I like the concept with the flag, some new out of the box. But in my opinion, you know,
I rewatched some of those participants that I would have missed. So I saw CP and everything, and I mean, I really can't speak to live experience, but
I was there
from
the onset, but I was backstage, so I didn't really see the movie section of it live. Right, I didn't see the live performances except for Menace's own. Right, but I rewatched the performances like on social media, and they were good. I like particularly Claudette was good. I liked Royalty.
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
I like that one. I like Ninja Kid was okay. I mean, basically the whole lot of them they were good. The performances were good. The only thing that I would say is, like, as Antigans, I think that I should say that we would participate more to give the artists some more encouragement and advice, because it's not easy to go out there on the stage. It's easy for go out there with all them, you understand? And then even so, when they're saying like, give me like a wave, and the people just if it's not their artist, their favorite artist,
I love boy.
Yeah, boy, Antigua love who they love. So, but I think we should give them some more support, even though we're there to root for whoever it is that we're there to root for.
Facts.
Just build on vibes and get them all like a vibe, because I think their performances were good. GE was good. Quality was good.
Yeah, GE performance been decent as well.
Yeah.
I saw
Question. I know we spoke briefly earlier about the future and all that.
Yeah.
One name was pretty much missing this year. Kimmy. What happened to Kimmy this year?
I heard they said that she wasn't, well, because I think the question was posed to her as in, why is it she wasn't going in, but I don't know. She just basically said she's not going.
Okay, because I know her name was one that was being thrown around as the future.
Which he still is, but if
I'm not saying that he does.
I mean, coming out on pandemic, not everyone was prepared, and
not to forget, not we can't fail to mention that, at the end of the day, plenty politics in this summer, check. Plenty things go on behind the scenes that the general public is not really aware. And sometimes people just can't deal with the politics.
And you have to take financial restraints and resources as well to just put out a good performance. And again, for me as an artist, if you're not going to represent, if you're not going to put down a good performance that go represent the brand that you're trying to push out, then you just back off. Sometimes it's just good for the second break and regroup. Talking from the person that has been on a break for the last 5 years.
That's true.
You understand? So
she just wanted the time too.
Some people just feel it's not worth it. Some people believe that the politics behind of it, when they say, Melo don't go in now. Maybe Melo win and Melo don't hit people and Melo this and Melo that. So me not go in, me not waste my time. You understand? So
noted.
That has to do with it as well.
Yeah, man, that's where you come from. Yeah, make a very good point. But at the end of the day, only she can know. Hopefully I'll get for reach a point where we can, get to sit down and speak to some of these artists and, get their perspective on the industry and, competition and what it takes and all of that good stuff.
But we know what it takes.
Well, yeah. Well, all three of us know what it takes because we've been there.
What it takes.
Facts.
Because
yeah, go ahead.
G, what's your name? What's
G.
the girl? Not G, man. The first girl that I talk about it.
CP.
No,
Kimmy.
No, when we started the pod, what's your name? The
Well,
we never got she. Yeah, she. I remember she don't say that Antigua and I don't know, and she doesn't realize the amount of the resources that goes into the Caribbean's greatest summer festival. How dare she?
Damn, as our country people say,
she damn far with a pass. She place the Caribbean's greatest summer festival. She's
oh wicked woman, boy.
Anyway, yeah.
Yeah. So, as it pertains to Jumpy, you don't know the great one lyrics man took that crown. Menace XL second place, and Dan Winter.
Menace XL first place.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Menace XL first place, and Winter, second runner up. Now, I'm gonna be honest. That kind of created a little bit of controversy where persons
little bit.
Yeah,
really?
I'm downplaying.
Well, then don't play.
Isn't there controversy every year, just about?
Not the last one. Not the last one.
Blatant.
Well, not true, no.
More blatant.
I agree with that.
The last year,
it's not all the time it's controversial, but there are some years where it is like controversial, and other years we just blatantly controversial. And I think this year was blatantly controversial.
You feel so?
Of course.
Tell me.
Oh, continue on.
All right. So for me, I didn't get to. I saw most of the performances leading up to Lyrics Man performance. Generator cut out, so I had to leave because I had breakfast in the morning. So, but I rewatched it online. I could probably see where the judges decided to go with Lyrics Man as it pertains to giving him the crown. But as it pertains to performance, you see
that? No, asking if you see that.
Yeah. Again, I put myself in the position of, when I put myself in the position of fan. I put myself in the position of a judge.
Go ahead.
Looking at the criteria, I can see why they would want to say, all right, but they give Lyrics Man the edge over it. But if you look on the overall performance and everything, it's sticky, boss. Menace come out swinging first round. I'm gonna think nobody live up to the hype right through the competition. Again, I only saw Lyrics Man performance online, so I can't talk about them I can only talk about them from an online perspective. I wasn't there on the ground to actually see it, so that's just from the perspective me can talk about.
Beethoven.
It's pretty similar. To be honest, I saw. Well, after the whole generator story,
yeah, we left.
We left. So I didn't even wait up that same night, to be honest with you, or morning, whatever you call it. I only saw his performance the next day, the following day.
Who's Lyrics Man?
Lyrics Man, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have seen Menace.
Talk, man. Yo, try for me tell you.
No.
Allow the gentleman, let him articulate his point.
I have to be careful with my words because, like I said, I did not see both of them firsthand, so I don't have that firsthand experience.
Yeah, that's the problem.
You understand? So that's why I'm kind of trying to pass my words.
Ask me a long question, so I just wait until the jet over and
done. I think, honestly, that it could have gone
either way.
I'm not completely sure how the pendulum swung in that direction or what exactly brought them to that. However, I don't really look at it as a situation like somebody get robbed or thief, and I've gone to the Soca Monarch before and felt that way.
We have spoken about it, yeah.
That certain artists may feel like they really get on rough deal. So I didn't look at it this way this time around.
Okay. So Melo, you made a point that you said you see, based on the criteria, you can see why the judges lean towards.
Yo, man, I expound. Time for you to talk.
No. I'm going to.
But me expound after you.
No, but I don't want to lose.
No lecture me.
No. So tell me when
you don't give him a pint.
Yes, but I'm asking you a question based on your point.
Alright, but you can put yourself in a position, in a judge's position.
No, it's based on the criteria. You understand why the judges would give it to lyrics, man. So I just try to understand what I mean by that.
Bash, I'm gonna be honest.
Not trying to put you on the spot or anything. But
No, that's
yeah.
fine. Again, lyrics man asked. We spoke about this in previous podcast. Lyrics man, a performer, bro. Lyrics man understand the craft.
Yeah, man, understand. Based
Don't
on
hold on.
what
Don't
the criteria.
Don't hold on. Don't do it. I don't know. I don't want to go through the whole criteria. Yeah, but he as an artist performing, he understands the criteria. Menace understand the criteria too. Because remember, me part of the camp, so I understand the criteria. You don't know going in a competition where your weak points be where strong points be, so you can focus more upon your weak points, because your strong points nobody can hold you there. You understand? Lyrics man are going with the same thing. If I'm a judge, and the only reason I'm saying that is because he won.
Yeah,
If
so
he had hold on.
I understand why you say, based on the criteria, you understand why. So what did lyrics man do that Menace didn't do, or what did Menace did do and lyrics man didn't do? Like, what is it that you say? That's what I'm trying to understand. Because when you just say vaguely that you can understand based on the criteria, you not really tell me nothing.
That's true. Alright, so for example, maybe from stage presence wide, Menace, for me personally, I find me more focused on the area that me they give the most energy. So stage presence wise, it me more call up on one side because over the crowd me they give the most energy. As far as me concerned, lyrics man work the stage. The diction and clarity got always come into play. Always. There's nothing you can do about that. That they got always come into play. And the night of the show, I find I the same thing with Claudette too. The night of the show, I like a Claudette Mike Mendoza.
Lyrics man. That work like that.
No, hold on. You make me make my point, I gonna make my point. Cause I feel like you're trying to lecture me, dog.
No, me not trying to lecture
Okay,
me.
then,
That's why I stick to
so me tell you how I feel.
Yeah.
Me tell you why I'm saying what I'm saying. Because remember,
Tell you how you sound.
yeah, pun intended. You understand where I come from? I tell Jared this at the night of the show, Claudia Mindio sound vastly different than everybody else because she know how to control the mic, she know how to control. The night of the show, me can tell this at the same thing with lyrics, my mic. It just may sound way cleaner and they come to way different than everybody else. No, you can't blame me or the judges for that what them they hear.
I'm not blaming anybody now. He doesn't ask you about
No, you know what I mean, dog. I mean literally, but me just say
okay.
figuratively you know how I talk in Antigua, I know how I express ourselves. And that's just how we come across. That's just me personally. That's how I see it. I discussed all these things in the previous episode now. And it come to pass. The exact same thing. Jared say, hey, you can't exclude Claudette Groovy. But come on, I say, fellas, as much as I have Menace for take the 2 crown, you can't exclude lyrics man in the Jumpy. Because he understand the business. The man go out there and he put down the business and from the judge's standpoint. And again, me only say so because they give you the crown. So
What
me
I
can
think-
say, okay, I can understand why.
In conversing with individuals here and there, what at least the general consensus that I got was that it seemed as if Menace put out so much more for his performance, not only in terms of props, and it seemed that there was so much more organization to it
No, that's not fair.
as a product when compared now to Lyrics Man, that even though I'm sure he did have a plan as to what he was going to do, but you don't see that same level of organization and planning and put out. So I think people felt, at least I'm only judging from what I gathered they were trying to say, people felt that the nod should have gone to Menace.
When me be
based
pretty
on
mass. When me be pretty mass. Tuesday, right? Tuesday?
Yeah, I
Tuesday
think
be
so.
pretty mass, right?
I have
Me
no
minute.
idea.
Yeah, Tuesday.
I don't know.
Tuesday me be pretty mass. Me Menace in the tongue. And I walk your tongue every 2 minutes the same thing. Boy, then take one from your job. Boy, then take one from your job. Boy, then take one from your job. Going on different forum, you hear some people say, no matter how much, you can bring 1,500 man from country, that not make you win and come. You understand? You just split. You got lyrics man high fans, Menace high fans. Some people think Menace deserve them. Some people think me and lyrics man me in a parking lot today. Cause he come with my work, come deal with some business, and a funeral pass car. And everybody pass car. Gaston, bro. Yo, congratulate. Everybody had him following.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, even if they me give Menace the crown, me they say, alright, me see why they give Menace the crown. For me, to explain them in detail, It kind of hard. But me just try to put myself in the position of the judges and me just say, hey, I can understand.
Well, this is first of all. Let me.
And yo, me do that again, boss. Now come put me under no pressure. No, I'm man.
Before,
right now, me sweat like a watcher. Me sweat like I'm fetching, but like I'm an intimidation, boss.
A question.
No, you're supposed to say what you have to say first and then ask the
I
question.
have to make sure that what you're saying, the people understand what you're saying.
Right, like a shoulder, boss.
So,
anyways, continue.
Let me say before I go into my point. Let me say congratulations to everybody who participated. The Party Monarch, both segments.
Man, have to make sure you
set
up this well for the chat. Because see what you have to say.
Like congratulations, the lyrics man. As you said, in the last part we were speaking about him not getting his his flowers, so to speak, quote unquote, and he got it. And lyrics man did not go out on the stage. Lyrics man, the judge himself.
Yeah.
So you can't really blame him for being or anything like that.
But like, if you talk in Michelle, please.
So having said
the people can hear you.
So congratulations to the lyrics man on his victory.
Mm-hmm.
Having said all that, then thief. You understand? No.
Hey,
no, then thief. Then thief. No. I did not. No, even though when we were discussing the groovy, I didn't have much to say because I didn't see it.
Yeah.
You understand? But I saw the grumpy segment from the beginning to the end. When Menace left that stage. You remember when remember the last part we were talking and we said a year Claudette went first. And when she left the stage, there was nothing. It was the same thing.
Hold on, not for cut you off. Jared, when I left Recreation Ground, what me tell you? Lyrics man gonna have to pull them out of wherever he pull them out of in order for bang the performance. When I walk him down, I literally tell Jared, so yo, me see how nobody can hold up to this performance.
No, you said you mellow.
Hold on. Now come you mellow me. This time me now go back and forth with you.
No, you realize that's why they when I'm saying
me now go back and forth with you.
I'm not going back and forth. I'm saying I'm making my points based on what you said. You said
no, use me as no bait to make your point. Make your whole point.
You Melo said
yeah, go ahead.
That one of the advantages that you gave lyrics man was that he worked the stage more than Menace. Meaning know you're talking about lyrics man in the middle of the stage on the move.
What do you mean?
Just what I'm saying. Go and watch it again.
Maybe me see a different performance then.
You're talking about hold on now. You're talking about work stage, right? So Menace, I want fat man, right? Jared, Menace a fat man. Menace from what would I say? From the south edge of the stage to the north edge of the stage, back and forth. Menace a climb pole. A fat man a climb the where call it some of them. You know where call it some of them with the stage. All then something the man do. What kind of work stage lyrics my work stage more than Menace?
Alright, maybe politically correct then.
What kind of stage he work? That first stage that Menace.
So
I did not see that stage.
Hold on, did you see the performance? Lyrics man performance.
No, I'm telling you watch it the day after.
From Facebook, right?
Yeah,
Same thing
Facebook,
with me as well too. Your thoughts as it pertains to
hold on, but me don't talk.
Yo, I don't want to hear you no more boss.
I don't want to hear me no more.
Okay.
So no, me didn't feel this man. What me say now? When it came in Jetoven, because Melo tell me to talk to you. So when it came in from the crowd, the title of Menace's song was Dirty Jam.
Yeah.
Right? Menace come in the passer in a thinking dirty rubbish truck. Right? Came out of the back of the rubbish. He didn't come out of the driver's part. The thinking dirty part with the rubbish. His entrance alone with all the light and the flambeau and everything. You understand?
Yeah.
Everything just painted the picture of what he was performing. Go up on the stage, do thing, he run from north to south, climb this. I'm not a judge. I never go judge in school.
You know what? I need to forget.
Judge
before
in
I continue,
university.
because hold on, because when you go after a ghetto, I don't want to say ghetto, but the people's criteria. Next podcast, I need to forget the official criteria so I can dissect the performance.
But that's all that is. I'm going to touch on all of that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, we never go judge in school, judge in college, judge in university.
Sure.
Right? So I don't understand what it takes to be a judge. Let me make that clear.
So you believe you can box and then?
Hold on. So now, Based on my layman's
Go on, you
understanding.
can cut me out, but when me chat, you can cut me
No,
out.
I'm
Bro.
gonna cut
Go
you
ahead,
out.
go ahead, John.
Based on my layman's understanding
Yeah.
of judging, my layman's understanding of judging,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not even talking about the groovy section where melody and harmony
I
and
thought
everything
jumpy.
just the jumpy part. You understand? Whoever overturn in the most win. From me.
So Papi,
Again.
so
Of
Papi
course, I said
and
that.
all them other
I
people
said
doing
that.
all
I
that.
said
But
that.
as you told me,
And then in
Papi
the last-
didn't do it. But the
And
people
in
were
the
so outraged about Papi that when the Ratty gun come now, they have a give.
But again, in the last podcast, we discussed these things. We did
Yes,
say in
but
the
that's
last
what I
podcast,
said.
we did dissect all these things as it pertains to the criteria. So I'm only going off of the previous podcast that we spoke in, as it pertains to the criteria where I said I can see where they would give such person over such person. The same strategy apply here. The funny thing is now, the same strategy that we discussed then are the same strategy you discuss now. Whereas you say, hey, you think Papi shouldn't get him because he turn over in there. You say the same thing with Menace now. Right or wrong?
No, me matter.
No, but me ask you one question. Right or wrong? At the same thing you say, Menace turn over in there, so he deserve.
But that's why I made it clear based on my layman's understanding of judging.
So so what you make them seem like a what I'm saying in the last part as it pertains to what I'm saying now,
I'm talking
far apart.
No, me just talk about
I'm
this.
still in
Me
line.
just talk about this. I'm not going against anything that you said. The only thing I contracted you with was when you said
The stage
thing. That's the
Alright,
only
fair
thing
enough,
I
fair
went.
enough, fair
That's
enough,
only,
fair
you understand? Me not talk about you.
And again, me only watch them on Facebook.
Right.
Because I did say that. I wasn't there in the stadium in the passer for feel the impact that lyrics man me have in the passer.
He did have an impact.
Hold on.
Yeah.
If me in there,
Yeah.
I can judge the whether you have impact or not, you can feel the difference, bro.
Of course.
Especially coming from a performer because come by the all in the industry. So I
So
can
let me ask you a
sense.
question. In terms of, do you think that maybe the familiarity of his song gave him the edge then?
His song no released maybe 2 years ago, so it could be.
I think all that
It could be.
had the
It could be. Because his song released
a lot
the
of
year,
times-
one whole year. 2 years before he actually dropped in it.
maybe a year and something. Maybe
Because a lot of
something.
times
Couple
you
months,
would
yeah.
move in the crowd now. I mean, it care how good you come now. If people don't know your song now, you know, move the crowd, you know.
No, Dirty Jam.
But how many have in the past?
Yeah, man, he know
right?
man. Dirty
How
Jam.
many
yeah.
have in the past? The
Carry
lyrics
you in
man
there,
did
bro.
a quarter of that.
Again.
But,
and
you
that's
see, but you hear all
but
kind of
hold on.
different things. I don't know what to, because some people know. I heard one of the I guess
Samaya Kirby.
yeah, one of the
She me
hosts.
blatant, boy.
One of
She's
the
like,
hosts.
hey, look. She said what she have to say and come off in the people.
But they were saying, I heard some of them saying, you know, they're wondering if maybe he got lost in the crowd on stage, like he had too much people on stage and them kind of stuff. And
Bro, we were there. Bro, again.
because I mean, Claudette had 100 people on stage too. And
Hold
that
on.
was not any kind of strike again, so she didn't get lost in the crowd. Me
Hold
and how
on.
many go get lost?
Hold on. Let's say this. We judge on competition.
Mm-hmm.
As Bash say, in a Bash eyes, then Rob Menace, right? If you look for a way, let's start with the premise that Bash a push, then Rob Menace. If you look for a way for justify giving lyrics man the crown, you're gonna nitpick anything, bro. You're gonna find a way for take with 2 points to make sure he advance, right or wrong?
Right. Maybe yeah,
As a
probably,
judge.
Probably.
If me and Jared do something right now and you more favor Jared, but me not Jared out to the park, you go find a way for nitpick Jared
And,
to kick me
and notice now, in my soliloquy, right? I haven't said anything negative about lyrics.
No, you can't.
Come
Because
just talk about Menace.
Menace, correct.
I'm not even trying to pull down anybody else to prop him up. I'm just basically dissecting his performance.
That's fine. But hold on, Jared. Let me say this. Me and you have a conversation one time. I'm going to tell you, yo, one crown out there, that crown out there belong to Fulano. That crown out there belong to this person. Yeah. The only how that person can lose that crown if then they go out there mess him up.
Which he didn't. He was flawless.
So when me tell you that, I can understand when the judge say, alright, I'm going to do lyrics, man,
Listen
take
to
the
me.
crown.
Listen to
No,
me.
hold on, let me finish. Down the line, they may go. May go right down the line there. He out there for anybody for go and take him now. At the night of the show, the judge and then decide who then feel for you know.
But and that is exactly what they did. You know why I said that? Because I like a birdie picking up on my ear, right? I'm not going. Maybe I probably shouldn't even say this, but I'm going to say it. Like one of the reasons why one of the reasons the judges gave it to lyrics man was they saying, "Oh, the generator broke down." So they had to take in consideration the fact that generator broke down. And if
Which
the
gonna
generator
impact the
hadn't,
performance.
if the generator hadn't broken down, lyrics man would have had a bigger
Impact.
How you know that?
How you not know that?
How you know that? How can you use supposition against actual events?
Which I do and I agree. But
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
there's hold on, but there's
yeah,
still
yeah,
again, bro, all our engineers, there's still two sides to it. How can you not?
But you don't
You
care
can
about the
argue,
nut.
see, like, how
But
you
you
can-
don't care about the nut.
But you can argue the point. How can you?
But
Somebody can
but
argue
you
the
have
point. How can you not?
factual data in front of you.
Hold on. Again, me not no. This is no. There's a discourse.
Yes,
for
we
the,
are. I'm
there's a
saying.
discourse. No, just set the premise. There's a discourse for the conversation, right? Because some people could go and go say, "Oh, Melo, you." No, there's not a discussion because just to set the. Because I'm podcasting, I don't want someone biased, one-sided. But then
Podcast, your sound.
Yeah,
your
but
sound.
no, it's not even about being biased because everybody don't know. Like, yeah, maybe it's a bridge and whatever. But I'm not even speaking about from a perspective.
No,
of
I even
that
talk
because-
on nobody. I will
Yeah,
talk
because
up.
there have been years when men is the win corner and I'll be like, yeah, man, it's boy, and I get this one, yeah.
Yeah,
You understand?
yeah.
But if this is like for me, this reminded me of when he did Spartans.
No, Spartans been blatant, boy.
Just to me, that's exactly what I'm saying. When he did Spartans, there's nobody can convince me that men is don't win the crown.
Yo, you ever watched Spartans performance?
Of
boy?
course.
Yo, Jared, you ever watch Spartans performance on Facebook or YouTube?
No, not recently.
Go up on Eminem music page and watch Spartans. Bro, me talk about it now, make it
Boss, fear no.
goosebumps, boss.
We fear no.
Oh, what the joke is?
Spartans,
performance, I mean,
fun time I put on the video with Spartans though. Pass a mashup now.
boom! Kicking blood.
From the video to the end of the performance, the whole is a mashup now. And it's the same thing with Dirty Jam.
Don't they normally release the score sheets? I saw score sheets one year.
Sure.
You never seen a score sheet in my life and me perform a Soca Monarch.
No man, me see one
My brother, I'm telling you, I have never seen a score sheet and I have
semis,
performed in Soca Monarch
either
finals.
semis or final.
And I've never seen one.
But
So,
for me
we go
personally,
wait
just
long
to,
for it,
I mean, I don't know if you want to, how long we're going to continue on
No,
this
we come
particular
out for this
topic, but
right
what
now.
I'm saying, to me, in my opinion, my personal opinion, they robbed the bass,
Yeah.
blatantly robbed the bass. Lyrics man did well. Now get me wrong.
Correct.
Lyrics man supposed to get first runner up. No question. But in a bang menace. Again, I'm not a judge. This is just my personal opinion from being on site from the beginning to the end.
So-
seeing all the performances from
So-
beginning to end.
Question, because we haven't touched at all who was the reigning king at that point in time. How was his performance? How you found his performance?
So, what I think about Carnival in St. John's, bro? Waste 15 minutes or 20 minutes to talk about.
Okay, hold on. Yeah,
Yeah,
just to
what
finish,
the man-
just
the
to
man-
finish
the
up,
man
just
doing
to
before.
finish up,
Yo, boss.
I don't think-
Again, when you have a certain amount of
Yeah,
time.
just to finish
we
up.
have a certain level of discussion.
just to finish up.
And there's no knock to anybody, right? Let's be clear.
I
I not
think-
disrespect nobody. Man, not try to violate nobody. Me just tell you. We talk about winners.
based just between the three of us, right? Based on our ideas, our thoughts, I should say.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that the criteria should be the same? For
No,
the
you need to
party,
change.
for
You
the
need to
groovy
change.
segment
No, you
and
need
the
to
grumpy
change. You
segment?
can't be.
Because
I
I
don't
don't think you
think
should
it's
be
the
looking for
same. It's not the
melody and
same.
harmony and all and something.
No, it's not the
in
same.
the jumping.
Fellas-
It's different.
But what should carry the most weight in the party monarch in your estimation? In the jumpy section, sorry, in your estimation.
The most weight.
Yeah.
When you say the most weight,
Most
like
points.
what,
The most
15?
points.
I think
How would you rank? How you?
I
you
would
rank?
I would give. I'm not sure how much crowd participation is,
Yeah.
but I would give it about a 15 points.
I don't know what the highest point scale is, but to me, crowd participation is supposed to get the highest. And then you're thinking about
I wouldn't necessarily give it the highest, but I would give it high because I mean I know at one point in time they had it at like 5 points or something.
Tell me, I've given it the highest boy. Because
And
I
it's
mean,
still
where you
after
go party monarch for? Where you go party monarch for?
Well,
Yes, you go to see the pageantry, quote unquote pageantry, and the
Yeah, but you go for the effect that the actual performance bring about.
and which if you jump up.
Essentially,
The main thing you go party monarch for party. That's what you need party monarch. And everything and anything that plays into that helps you to whether it is, as we said, the props and the stage and everything that speaks to your song and how you present it and how you come across and how you interact with the crowd and everything. But at the end of the day, I'm not saying party as in overdo and kick down people and But you know, you want to move, you want to go, you understand, feel a part of the performance. And I think that's where the most point should be, in my estimation. I can move on now if you're right.
No, I do agree because, as you say, at the end of the day, people pay their money for enjoy and you want to see one certain level of interaction and excitement and so on. But at the end of the day, as I said in the last part, they keep referring to it, but it's a singing competition.
But the
they
problem
need to
with,
change the dynamic of it now.
the problem with having crowd participation have the most points, so to speak.
Okay, we can put 15,000 people in the pass if you rock with me, then you're outside.
You kind of take the competition out
True.
of the judges'
True.
hands
True.
and
True.
more into the crowd.
That's
So
that's true.
you put them back
That's
into
true.
the people and them who normally plays first, second, and third, because let's all be clear.
Exactly.
Man, it's not getting the first, second, and third because sponsorship, no. You getting it because of talent, no. Bro.
And hard work.
Okay then. So you can't compete with the people and them who got the money for putting who get the first, second, and third with the 1,000 sponsors and
That's
all
true.
them.
I wasn't really thinking
So you
about it from
can't
that
how that
perspective,
gonna work, and that's why I always rate lyrics, man. Because he does clearly. The only problem I normally had with him is when he on the stage, he can say, me not no money for this, no. No, you don't even state that. At that time, you understand? Just go there, put on your performance. If the people then rock with you, then rock with
So
you.
what should carry the most weight then? If not crowd performance?
It's a singing competition, my brother.
Part the jumpy section.
Jumpy, yeah.
It's
So
still a
singing.
bro, I go there. Okay.
Even
Hold on.
song structure and lyrics and so to me supposed to carry more points than crowd performance.
Okay, so hold on. Since you don't think so, take
No,
out the
no,
lyrics
no,
and the
no,
melody
no,
and
no,
play
no,
music
no, no,
alone
no,
and
hold
rhythm
on,
backs
hold
and
on,
booyah
yeah,
alone
no,
and
no,
go
no,
jump
no,
up.
no, no, no.
Okay, tell me.
What I'm saying to you, you're saying singing.
That's
right?
what it is.
I don't think
Hold on,
melody.
hold on,
No,
hold on,
I'm
hold
gonna
on,
think
hold on.
melody
In the
carry
jumpy-
that much in the jumpy.
Hold on.
No,
Let me hear what Basha say.
where you call singing? Let me see. Let me ask. When you say singing, what are you referring to?
I mean,
When it
diction,
says singing,
clarity,
Have to be melody you're talking
melody.
about.
Yeah, I'll take a part of them too. And that's why I said to you guys, right? This is what me tell to you guys, right? Let's all hold up. Let's all get the criteria. Let's all come back and discuss the criteria. Because that's the only how I can clarify this, you know. No, if I get the criteria and me look, if me get the criteria in my hand now, and I go through them and I say, all right, these are the points, these are what the situation be. Then I can tell you, boy, yo, I not lie you, them lash the boss for real. Me can tell you, me can double down and say, yo, the man deserve them. And again, this is no knock to the king, right? Because at the end of the day, as you say, you know, judge yourself. You understand where me come from? But
judging the thief.
fair enough. All right, so what you guys think about Carnival in St. John's? Do you think we reach a point when right now where a time for a move out to St. John's?
Don't go away.
All right, so that's the question. For me personally,
Should we?
Yes. For me personally, I need to take them out to St. John's, bro.
Why? You think it's getting too big? It's too cramped?
And the logistics and all of that too. You understand? For me, okay, this is my suggestion. Can maybe me selfish. This is my suggestion. I think stadium are a better option because I've done my carnival in Miami. I get and taste the carnival in the Barbados. I get and taste the carnival in Atlanta. I think stadium are the best option. Pick the band and then grow on the stadium. It's big enough, right? How I would have set up stadium now is like, but I have one side of the stadium with just in the parking lot, one section of off. So each mass camp get one tent. Like the biggest tent you can think about. Take that tent, they take that section there. So Miss over here, exclusive over there, insane over there. Whoever else mass camp over. So in terms of, you know, food, getting preparations organized, everybody organized, right? Bathroom, there's a whole section for bathroom. For the vendors, make a whole section for vendors. The vendors and then can stand on the outside as well too. You have security, you have parking. To me, it just make them look more uniformed as opposed to having them in a St. John's, especially this year when we just look hella disorganized, bro. Mama, you sound like a clown.
You
With
can't
my
sound, you can't
idea.
sound like a clone for your opinion. That's your opinion.
But that's just how me see him personally. People up say, but you get too far and bus. Country people from Piers and Willie all the time have a catch bus coming town.
That's them. They talk people don't catch us.
Catch bus go up stadium. What the hell? What the difference? You understand? Me just think he just look more presentable, more professional, more.
You know what the difference is?
Alright, tell me.
The difference is change.
I was going to say that afterwards.
That's
And-
the difference.
yeah.
So I'm gonna just stop in the same state all the time, bro.
That's what people
They're
want.
accustomed to the road. It's like it's more traditional. Everything is like they're just so accustomed to St. John's, going around St. John's and get a nice jam and whatever. So I'm not adverse to what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that that's where most people's mindset is. Like they're just like, yo, it's so accustomed to know. People don't like change now. Because this works. It might not work well or most efficiently, but this is what we know. It works.
Man, but just aside this year, let me say this. Kudos to whoever get the contract for clean up tongue after Juve and Mars and God me tell you.
Rubbish.
No, I know that's the rubbish. Then don't I don't want to sound too bad. I don't want to make the country sound bad. Boy, clean is me ever see St. John's, bro.
Then don't get their money.
Hey, this one, you know.
Let's ask a question. Can I ask a question?
Hey, but Rex,
Hey, this one, you know.
Me can't answer that question there. I'm saying St. John's clean. The only problem I have is the public urination. I think I can't even pass an law where people publicly urinating in St. John's should get fined.
I believe in that, laddie.
So you think you must cock up on the piss anyway?
No.
But
you
hold on, you smell. You tap up for your yard. No, you tap up for your yard because you no go on road at Juve Morning. You ever smell the place after them events?
I hear what you're saying, but maybe how about putting down more public bathrooms or something like that?
Exactly.
But to pass a law, because if a man will relieve himself and you lock up the man, I'll charge the man the money at all.
Bash,
I'm talking about.
Let me turn to the dictionary over here. It's unsanitary word.
Boss, if there's someone want piss, boss.
You ever the American want piss? You think you can just take out just someone and piss anywhere just so?
And that is my point. This is not America. Antigua, where I want to turn out into America for?
But also...
Hold on, notice where I said. In St. John's.
Suppose in St. John's they want piss.
Where you to find a bathroom in a business and ask if you use a bathroom?
You
can't go
put
put
it
in the problem.
But Bash, you can't just go pull upside 2 buildings in a car and relieve yourself there. If 10
But
persons go relieve this...
Okay, so what's the alternative?
Exactly. I'm going to piss up myself.
Because business places here, they don't want people to use their bathroom.
Exactly.
Hey, you know me like about this discussion, yeah? We started by saying, why I can't move someone to St. John? You know why I say? Because people don't like change. Stop pissing the St. John's.
So
I agree with you.
Change.
I agree with you.
Hey, no give me no
Listen
what
to what
I
I'm
gotta
saying.
do. Figure them out.
I agree with you in
You ever
terms
smell
of people
St.
need to
John's
stop doing it.
off Juve? How you rank, boss?
Yo.
Ranking.
I agree with you. People need to stop doing it. But what I'm saying, to pass a law.
That's the only how
You
people are
have
gonna
to
do it, bro.
provide them an alternative
Exactly.
first, and then you pass a law to reinforce it.
I can agree with that one.
Yeah.
But me pass the lot.
If man want piss, where want man do bath? Piss for themselves. If man have to go and relieve, if I don't have anywhere to go and relieve myself.
Hey, they have public bathroom on Market Street. Hold on until you reach Market Street.
And when the line, when you behind 20 man down.
Pass my It is not right to do it. Don't get me wrong.
Yo,
Because
bad boy.
I'm not promoting it.
Bad
But
boy.
what I'm saying is, if the only place I can go between the 2 buildings like a car and a thief between the bus and league, yo.
Gots to.
But this is my issue.
Better out than in.
My issue is right, and that people go where have grass and trees where
Tongue not grass.
Fair enough.
Tongue not tree.
They do in certain
Where?
places.
Where?
Certain one or two little crevices
Where?
and so on.
Where?
Outside there are trees.
Outside where?
In the parking lot right outside there. Where? Hold on. Where? Yo, listen. Someone come down High Street. Juve Morning. Everybody come out for the High Street and come right near the people in the parking lot go bus and leave.
Well, I think they probably need to line the
That's
streets
a height
with some of those porta potties, because plus you're looking at it also taking into consideration that alcohol that gonna make people urinate even more than normal,
Okay,
especially for beer and then kind of stuff. And so you don't know then gonna want to use the bathroom even more.
So this is a better option then. If you have a Juve troop and mass troop on the road, you should have porta potties behind them. You're chucking them.
Okay.
For patrons who go and use. But that's for the patrons.
Okay.
What happened to the side of the road patrons too? Where them they forgot really
you answer that question. You answer that question.
Why me answer
Because you're the one that want to lock up people because they piss.
Oh no, whoa. When I say pass,
find them
and that's why I was saying I would never think to lock up anybody for public
But
urination.
someone can't pay the fine.
But-
I lock up my get.
How are you going to find them? That's what I want to know.
Put people on the road if you see them when they go bus and leak. Hello!
And
Pick
then
them up.
then give them a ticket.
Yeah.
And then what you got?
That's
then,
happened
then
in
officers
other-
follow
in
up with those people.
No, just like you do with normal tickets now, and after where you don't pay that, when it summons.
Yeah, you have to go bailiff and
Yeah.
go.
But I think that's extreme. I think if you don't provide an avenue for to mitigate the problem.
Well, which is what Jay Toven said, and that's why I step back and I say, okay, I do agree with that. No, then if you put certain infrastructure in place in order for persons to have that option, and if they don't utilize that option, then you enforce it.
Okay.
So I do agree, because maybe me take the more drastic route.
You just want Americanize, are we? But you want a piece? You have a piece of America, boss. You ever want piss? You have you ever been in a situation you wanted to piss, sir? Like really,
My brother, I am
sir.
My brother, I am a human, of course.
Antigua, America, but nah, piss up myself. Listen, unless I just cannot avoid it or I'm not physically able to, nah, piss up myself.
Man,
Have to take the citation, boss.
But overall, what are your thoughts? Well,
So,
overall,
but wrapping up,
yeah.
like the moving the
I think
carnival
we
out
should.
of St. John's
I don't
is
think-
a sticky.
I don't think we should listen. I don't think we should move like everything. But you see the pretty mass, so to speak, where it's less people.
I got pretty man Monday and Tuesday.
Well, the Tuesday mostly. Monday now coming to like bodysuits.
The
and
carnival
so on.
Tuesday.
Pretty much.
Okay, so
The carnival Tuesday.
I
This
was
is
saying
not
within
Royal
the
G.
we're saying indeed in the theme. But what I'm saying, when it comes to the Carnival Tuesday,
Yeah.
I think we can start to move Carnival Tuesday outside of St. John's. Just to make it look more uniform, more presentable, give one certain look for advertising and for the public, to attract people.
So you think Juve morning and all
No,
them
them
t-shirt
son they can tap in the
massacre
tongue, yeah.
stuff, okay.
Because thousands of people, bro.
But certain
Miss
sections, you
Alone,
think-
Miss Alone have nearly 6,000-7,000 people alone to play t-shirt mask.
certain
bro.
sections of the
Right, so the Carnival Tuesday, you see Carnival Tuesday, we're at the $1,800 and everybody go do. So like we're insane, my house, maybe just on 200 people, Miss my house on 350, exclusive my house on 250, you understand? The others my house on like a number, barefoot or whoever else want to come in. Then you put that in a what you call them? That's a more like one theatrics then.
So
So
you're
you can
making
carry
the
that to
argument.
stadium.
But then, because to me, one of the arguments that you had against having it in town is the ton of people and all of that, and the strain on the infrastructure that we have. So then, why would you take the less people now and take them out of town and leave the most in terms of t-shirt mass and
Because
jewelry in town?
At the first instance, when we make the suggestion, what you just say, people don't like change. You can't make the drastic change. You still have to take into consideration logistics. So you have to find the easiest one first, which would have been the one that you can manage. And then if you see it, when you done do them and you say, okay, some more I can do, then you expand. You understand?
But-
Me just want to go throw Juve Morning one time up there. He go rough.
but the
Because I don't have one system in a St. John's. No, I could be wrong still. No, I can try to perfect the system that I have in a St. John's though. But for somebody that not only was a part of that side, but no part of the side where it comes to the job that I have now or the job that I'm currently in now, you can see where I need a little bit more ease then. It need to be more freeing.
So why did they change it back then? Because
Because
initially,
people made it up where you just said people don't like change.
The what you call it? The
Juve
exercise
wasn't
thing wasn't a test run for the route.
And no one complained. But when they made it official, everybody just up in the uproar. As you guys previously stated, people don't like change. People just don't like change.
but I think people were ready or willing to go forward with the whole station.
Where would it have started? Okay, let's say that the it was
Everybody
changed
would have had
stadium.
them.
Where would-
Everybody would
Everybody had their
Station.
own
Started
different
point.
place.
Everybody would have had their
Starting
own
point,
style.
No road.
No road then. Everybody would have had their own station in Juve. So like how Insane went down to Pensioners and had their stuff at Pensioners. That was the initial.
Plan.
That was the initial plan.
Oh, like different locations.
Correct.
Yeah. Because they weren't having no on the road type of thing. So what you found now, some places would have already paid their rent for secure different venues and them kind of stuff. And then after the fact now, they came back and said, okay, here we are, we open up
So
the
okay,
Juve
so
in
what
town.
was the same exercise that I was talking about that the government put on, where they went on the road and jumped to stadium? What was that for?
That for car minutes, actually. But I thought it was a beta.
I thought it was a test route for the.
I thought
Quite
so.
So, but no,
possibly.
you guys are telling me that it was no road. That's why it was strange to me because.
No, not for Juve. I think they had planned to have T-shirt mass stadium.
On the road.
Yeah, I think T-shirt man is supposed to be stadium.
Go up that side, yeah.
And I guess, uproar that squash. But the Juve was supposed to be a stationary Juve. They didn't have no
Juve
road.
got hot.
Isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that would be sweet.
Well, it would have sweet depending on whoever can show
Okay.
the best party, I guess.
For me personally, but bro, it works, bro. For me personally, right? Again, Antigua, as far as me concerned, Carnival reached a point now where me think each village can have their own Juve bus. If you want to come a tongue, you come a tongue. If you want to tap a early, you tap a early. If you want to tap a old way, you tap a old way.
No, but we already have those things on Labor Day and other holidays
true.
throughout the year.
That is true. That is
Carnival
true.
is the time of coming together.
Facts.
Everybody come together.
Facts.
And
But that's just my opinion. I wouldn't drastically move the T-shirt mask and the Juve, but the Carnival Tuesday, I would try it out, see how we feel for the 1 year, another last jam too, and then see how we work out.
This goes right into the nice segue into the
Improvement.
ideas. What ideas you guys
So,
have
but
for
that's a one.
improving?
Well, me know what you think about you done lay out how you think how to improve Soca Monarch.
Well, yeah, well, I wouldn't say improve. I just think it would be that's just my little opinion, because
We
I
said
don't
dash
think
for everything else and just make crowd participation.
No.
100%.
I just don't think that it should be so heavily weighted towards who can sing the most.
Okay.
That's all. That was my point.
True.
Like it shouldn't be like the jumpy part. Let me reinforce that. Jumpy segment should not be so much geared towards Melo can sing more than Bash, so yeah. No, I mean that's not great about it.
But you still have to be clear though. People
Of
still
course.
have to understand
And
what
I
you're
think
saying and the
everything
concept.
I think the whole and everything comes into it. Like your stage presence, your stage performance, your props, your crowd engagement, everything, right? But just let's say Melo can sing more than me. Because I jump here with that's just my thing. But you still should be clear. Judges still supposed to understand what you're saying and everything, but you shouldn't be like, you know what I mean? That's just my little thing.
I understand. I know I can agree. I mean, to some extent, but I think the whole carnival and overall, what do you think about the carnival overall this year? Because a lot of people were disappointed. A lot of people think it may just be a rush thing, well properly presented. I mean, given the time and the budgets and the constraint that they had, I think they did. I'd give them a C plus, B minus.
Well, I think based on the fact that we're coming off of a 2-year hiatus because of COVID and everything, whatever.
Yeah, but that it can't be an excuse, bro. Because
And
a
not
lot
so
of
much an excuse,
Bobby
but-
just come out on a 2-year hiatus and bro, me see. But then again, we went underground in BIM, so I can't compare because when you go out for images and pictures, me just see Spice Man same thing with images and pictures, and if I need look like it ain't last nothing, bro. You look like you see St. Vincent and them business. You look like it ain't last nothing, bro.
A lot of these territories have a level of discipline and organization.
Maybe and the
that
politics
we
not really
don't
high long they
yet.
up, yeah.
We have not yet mastered.
But why are you saying not yet when we the first in the Caribbean for the we named the greatest summer festival, bro. The name so for a reason. The name so because I pull them out.
Because somebody said that.
It was a fact, bro.
It was a fact.
Okay.
After Trinidad, nobody can hold out in Carnival, bro. I know everybody, this is my opinion. Everybody a pass out now. At what point do we get back to, Antigua,
Take
boss?
the politics out
What
of
you
it.
telling me?
When I say politics, I don't mean blue and red. I'm talking
Politics
about
are politics.
I'm not.
No,
I'm
politics
talking.
are politics as Jarrett.
Yeah, I'm talking about
Soca
them.
Monarch politics are red or blue politics.
But you need to take out. You need to take out all them. For example, like without calling names, and it's proprietary. It's your event, so nobody can tell you what to do in your event. You understand? But when certain people have events and say, "Boy, Jet-Over could be the hottest thing," you understand? But Jet-Over now come perform Fed, come in, Jet-Over agree. I think that takes away.
J2 man for perform. How me tell you for perform?
Yeah, I think that takes away from the overall carnival experience.
When Beethoven are the hottest thing on the island.
And people want, even if he's not the hottest, people want to hear from Beethoven.
That's all people pay money for.
Exactly. So when a man say, "Oh, Tal, me now put this on my show, and this man now go on my show, and this man now go," I think that takes away from
this man can't perform with this, other man can't perform.
And the reason why I say politics, because the reason why I say politics,
dangerous.
You know.
Yeah,
there are plenty people. There are persons sitting down in certain positions that block a lot of artists.
Yeah.
That are the politics I'm talking about.
Who you saying to me?
Oh, yeah, no.
Me blind and
okay.
I can't see.
Okay, all right.
Me blind and deaf, I see that.
All right. So until we get past until we get past those things, I could just ask good on.
Bash, you know
politics can ever come out.
Bash, you know have to ask me if me
take
know
out the personal feelings of this thing. It's more than you. It's bigger than me. It's bigger than me. Bigger than you.
But you don't have to ask me
the
about
personal feelings not supposed to hinder the advancement of the culture.
And the culture, yeah. You don't have to ask me know or me no know. Because me the first man for when me realize, when me get on taste and see what the industry like, me the first man for 10 minutes, yo, what going? Pardon upon you, no? At the fastest me ever run no bashi. Me tell you, you're upon your own, because yeah, me no design, me no build for this. Me outspoken, me can tell man about what me have to tell man, and me no care about the consequences after that. And then you have to take into consideration, me not rep myself, crew, team.
Yeah, but
you understand?
I mean, I you can tell me if you agree, but to me, the politics surrounding carnival competitions, all of this that we're referencing here, to me is just a microcosm of larger society. Or larger
of course, politics
society.
in everywhere. Church, school.
It is a reflection of the society.
Workplace.
It's hard for say pull it out of this when, like I say, I just one piece of the bigger picture that is Antiguan culture and maybe even Caribbean culture.
But you're supposed to find people, right, who can, for example, if I don't pull with you and Melo, right?
That's
and
true.
I'm in this position to bring about this event. Although I may have personal issues with you and Melo, I'm supposed to be able to put that aside and realize that in order for this event to be successful, we need Melo and we need Beethoven. Because it's not about what me think about, you understand, personally.
And that requires a level of professionalism as well.
And you have I believe you have a lot of people in Antigua who can do that. You check, and until we get those people to be in the positions where the necessary positions, we're just going to be in the same place.
Yeah, because this is a little bit off topic, but I think it's a similar example. For instance, after LeBron left Cleveland and the owner cussed off.
Yeah.
Even up to the time that LeBron come back, even today, me sure that LeBron not like the man there.
Of course, LeBron not like the man there.
But they were able to put all differences aside, deal with the business of it for the betterment of the franchise.
To bring a championship.
Exactly.
To Cleveland.
And realize, because the owner realized at the end of the day, no, this man will come back here, boy, potential for a championship, plus this man will go full up this stadium every night.
And half a memorabilia, jersey and all them kind of thing. I mean,
so man can put differences aside when needs be for the greater good.
To make money.
Yeah.
You can go and think up Soca Monarch competition for make money and carnival and something for make money. Because me
carnival for
that, and I'm confused. Because before that's how I saw it. At one time when Antigua season low, tourism main industry, and if you be creative and figure out a way to get tourists, yeah.
The time to
Carnival is
showcase your country.
Not only for get people engraved in the culture, engulfed in the culture, which you can bring revenue,
which is money.
But does it operate that way?
And that is my point.
This carnival operate exact. So where are you running off time out to go on about LeBron and all and Sunday?
He used that as an example to reinforce the point that we're trying to make. That we need to have people in these important positions who can compartmentalize.
Yeah, and you forget more in. Yo, bro, this is one of the something that I see. And I'm going to finish on this, right? I don't want to stay too long, but this is one of the something I see a problem with, right? Half of Antigua influences and then get up and go on plane and go other Caribbean islands and showcase other Caribbean islands pan for them the social media, bro.
Yeah.
And not do them as much, yeah.
Antigua full of
Because them are influencer.
Where's the incentive to do it, bro?
Them are influencer.
You're miss. Half of them, even though I say they take up their money, at the end of the day, they still have to pay for something. But majority then get one deal and a package so enticing that then they feel, well, let me go explore. What are we doing? Look, the Royal G situation happen and activate some of our social media people and them for try for push our image. You know what the people around here push Antigua heavily and I piggyback off of them, bro. The same Colin as well too, CDE. The government partnered with him the last time he brought down 2 planes, yeah. And as far as me concerned, he's supposed to come down. I'm supposed to try to figure out a way how we can get 10 planes in Antigua. Not just 2. Let's ask you how I can expand our reach there. Let's ask you. And again, I'm not inside these conversations at these meetings to see what's happening. Exactly. So I'm make them seem like I bash them because that might be the plan. But I personally don't think, and that's the problem I have with a lot of things, boss. I mean, I think that Antigua's not even support our carnival as much as I was supposed to. So how you can convince somebody from foreign to come and support our carnival?
Why though? It all goes back to the fact that the politics.
So then I need to make them.
Listen to me, Melo. When you hear, as I say, we're gonna finish about when the decision was announced for the Jumpy segment. By the time I hear the first place, I just walk off now. I just walk off. I just walk all the parts and go straight. Then go my vehicle and go my yard. As I'm walking out, of course, because I have to hear the announcement.
And then the traffic.
And I just pay cussing. I have found the people in the grounds. They pass security guard the cost.
Alright, so let me ask you a question. What you think can do for combat that? Do we need to bring in judges?
I don't know. Honestly, to be honest with you, and I'm not even just saying this, I honestly don't know because I mean this has been happening far too often to me in my estimation.
I would like
because that don't disrespect. If you could bring in judges, me find that don't disrespect.
It's hard to say judges, but I think that you can probably bring a guest judge or 2.
Jared, you disrespect my culture now because you're trying to tell me that there's no Antiguans here that fear enough for judge and competition. Or not even fear, but had the qualities possess the talent enough for that understand enough for judge.
So
you know sometimes they never come back.
If I want to heal up, say me no see.
Because you know it's not about government, but you know sometimes these decisions the judge will write X on the paper, and that X will get caught out.
Hey. But hold on.
Me no nothing.
Okay. So you
I don't know anything.
Disrespect. You find it a disrespect.
I find it as a high disrespect.
To bring judges here.
Yes.
But it's not the
judges. We have qualified judges.
Know, the head of customs. Immigration.
Facts, Jared. Facts.
So what to say to Soca judges? Come on.
But to be fair to the judges though. As I said, it's not always about the judges.
Exactly. Because me know some of the judges, and this is one so you can tell me that me.
You understand? I said no. But just
justify what me know. I know judges in these competitions that are fair, honest. Me no judge personally. Well, somebody that judged personally. I want to hear me in the past. I want to see the person and tell me, Melo, you have to do better than that. You have to, you may poor, you may horrible, me and here you hold on, let me finish. She tell me straight up. He or she tell me straight up, I mean, know if I he or she, right? Can me try for master the situation. But they told me.
Do it. Yeah, good thing.
They told me personally.
Some pronoun here tonight.
No, but honestly, the person told me personally. When me see you up on stage, me and you and a friend. But could judge you according to what you put on the stage.
Yeah. Okay, J-Toven, hear me now.
And these are people, honest people.
Man, I thought you were finished. J-Toven, hear me now, right? Melanie says, let me see. It's not always about the judges. You understand? Because the judges would judge the competition fair.
Yes, that's true.
And when the judges in the hand in them judging shit, they say get X out and the next name go pandy.
You have evidence of that?
It's not all about. It's not always about the judges.
Let me ask you evidence of that. Like you see going so.
And that the politics of me.
Bash no more than me. Bash no more than me.
That the politics of me.
I've heard
stories.
Me
know nothing.
I've heard stories. But what I will say, I was not trying to say that the judges are unfair or anything like that. But what I'm saying is, at least for me, talking about bringing a guest judge, I think if you can find an individual that is learned enough and experienced enough in this type of music overall, that I think it can only add to a fair judging process.
Again,
that person will not bring any. Well, the idea is that the person will not bring biases that even a fair judge here may possess.
Bro, I had judges here that leave from Antigua and go other countries that judge competition. So what you're saying, as me try to tell you.
But so then if that is the case, what is
wrong? But Bash don't tell you.
Okay, but what is so wrong in being? I'm not saying to take the whole judges panel and revamp them. No, I'm saying what is so wrong in having a guest judge or two that may be able to level the score. Let's say, for instance, you have 6 judges here. What's so bad in having 7th judge that I want guest judge?
Well, what with all that serve, if at the end of the day, then somebody take a catch out that name, they put that name there.
Yo, Well, you ever watch a music video, comedians music when man sing and then they just drop the mic? I feel like I would just drop the mic and just walk off of this podcast and end the podcast, you know. Because you tell you the same, so you tell about guest judge. In the year, you're going to put Jesus Christ there. If you know how the final decision, you know, no sense. That's what you're trying to say?
That may be so, but sometimes when you add additional checks and balances, it provides an avenue for maybe somebody that normally would not have been that close to the process to say, okay, so this is what go on. I never know. Them kind of things make whistleblower come into play and all kind of different things that change up system.
Hey, but if Bash is telling you what he just tell you, obviously I know a hand blow, and I whistle, I want siren blow, and not change. I don't know, Bash, you really jam me off with you, no more vex no fuck, Bash.
So, but so then what the point of this conversation then?
I'm not trying to say for the longest while.
But if nothing can change, what are we talking about?
So I'm not just trying to tell you this, I'm doing the podcast. Exactly.
Can change.
And on that note, this is the Ignorance is Undefeated podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. And that's why we try to tell you for the longest while you tell you don't know who to talk about.
Well, you're coming to talk about ideas to improve. I know that can change.
Wait, what is it? Even ideas that can change.
And then talk about that can change.
Hey, again, ladies and gentlemen, mostly the ladies. Again, don't battle with ignorance because
it is undefeated.
Forever. Just like what he just do like a while. Let's run off him out there, which I tell you, ignorance have not changed. Still run off, run out.
Hey, the people don't understand where me come from now.
And again, Ignorance is Undefeated podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for listening.
We're out.